In the name of Almighty One God, who is most merciful and compassionate. May be peace, greeting, and mercy of Almighty One God on all of you. My name is Dr. Abu Abdullah. We are learning the last revelation Quran, which is unchanged since it was revealed for more than 1400 years ago. So today we will be discussing learning chapter Surah AlAlaq. AlAlaq means in English clot. This surah revealed at Makkah has two parts. The first part consists of the very first revelation sent down to the Prophet. The second part, when the Prophet began to perform the prescribed prayer in the precincts of the Kaaba, and Abu Jahl, a Quraysh chief, tried to prevent him from this with threats. The major issues, divine laws and guidance in it are the very first revelation, Ikra bi-ismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. Ikra bi-ismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq, khalaqal insana min alaq. Malam Yalam. Read the name of your Rabb who created what he didn't know. Number 2. Read in the name of Allah who created man and taught him by pen. Number 3. Those who forbid others from worship of Allah will be dragged to hell by their forelock. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, experienced this extraordinary event of receiving the first revelation, he returned home to his wife, Sayyidah Khatija, trembling with fear, and said to her, cover me, and he was covered. When terror left him, he said, O Khatija, what has happened to me? Then he narrated to her what happened and said, I fear for my life. She took him to her tribe's learned man, Warqa bin Nawfal, who had become a Christian in pre-Islamic days and has transcribed the Gospel in Arabic and Hebrew and had become blind through old age. Warqa said, this is the same angel assigned to bring revelation which Allah had sent down to Moses, peace be upon him. Would that I were a young man during your prophethood, would that I were alive when your tribe would expel you. The Holy Prophet said, will they expel me? Warqa said, yes. Never has it so happened that a person brought what you have brought and was not treated as an enemy. If I live till then, I will help you with all the powers at my command. But not very long after this, Warqa died. This narrative is enough to clarify that when Warqa bin Nawfal, who was a Christian, heard the Prophet's experience, he didn't regard it as an evil suggestion. This means that even according to him, Muhammad, peace be upon him, was such a sublime person that there was nothing surprising in his being elevated to the rank of prophethood. The second part of this chapter, Surah 6 to 19, was revealed when the Prophet began to perform his prayers in Islamic way. The other people were watching it with curiosity, but Abu Jahl, in his arrogance and pride, threatened the Prophet and forbid him to worship that way in the Kaaba. So now we learn the verses of AlAlaq, means clot. Read in the name of your Rabb who created man from a leech-like mass. Read, your Rabb is the most gracious, who taught by the pen, taught man what he knew not. Nay, indeed, man transgressed all bounds whenever he considers himself to be self-sufficient, although surely towards your Rabb is his return. Have you seen the one, means Abu Jahl, who forbids a man Muhammad from offering salah means prayer. Have you considered if he was on the right guidance or was enjoying the true piety, why he would forbid someone from prayer? Have you considered if he, Abu Jahl, means denies the truth and turns away, what will happen? Does he not know that Allah is observing all the things? Nay, let him know that if he doesn't stop, if he doesn't stop, we will drag him by the forelock. We too shall call the guards of hell. We too shall call the guards of hell to deal with him. Nay, don't obey him. Prostrate yourself and bring yourself closer to your Rabb, means God. These are the verses 1 to 19. So here it's described, read in the name of Allah who created man and taught him by the pen. Number 2, those who forbid from the worship of Allah will be dragged to hell by their forelocks. So my friend, today we learned Surah Al-Alaq, which was the first revelation on the earth by the angel Gabriel on Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Please keep watching my channel, Dr. Abu Abdullah.